G'day, good evening and welcome to the last show before a nation-defining election, a fork in the road where we will all find out which direction we are headed in. Tonight, state of the race, deep data, hardcore politics. This is about trying to see where the trends are, where they're not, where the fault lines are in all of the different electorates. It's going to get very detailed, but I know you love it, I know you can handle it, and I know we're all looking forward to this thing getting behind us as fast as possible. Now, I've got to say, when it comes to elections, I do have a little bit of a saying that everyone around me gets a little bit bored of saying, and it's a version of a quote that you've heard many times before. But the message is pretty simple. Expect the worst, but hope for a surprise. That way, you are not going to be a blubbering mess if the exact opposite of what you want to happen happens. But there's always a moment where you can say, geez, that was interesting. Thank goodness. This is the feeling that I had in 2019. It's the feeling I had in 2022. And it's the feeling I have going into 2025. 18 million people will make their decision about which way we are going to go as a country. Every piece of data and all information would suggest that we are about to see the re-election of this government. The question is not whether they are re-elected, but will they have their own majority, as they currently do, or will they have to negotiate with somebody else to get the majority, to be in a minority? As for Peter Dutton, he says that the internal polling, the information that he is getting, the same information that was right in 2019 when everyone else was wrong, is telling him that there is a lot more 50-50 bounces of the ball. And yep, they can all go his way or they can all go the other way, but that's his belief about what's happening right now. We know that there has been a massive surge in the support for Pauline Hanson and One Nation all over the country. And that matters because she's been around for 30 years, she hasn't mucked about at all, we all know how she stands, we all know how she feels, and she wants you, if you vote One Nation, to put the Liberal Party second. As I have said, if you are going to go minor party, then you have to choose a government with what you do at number 2. Also, arm yourself with the information. So in the case of One Nation, it is vote.onenation.org.au, or you can go searching for how to vote Labor, how to vote Liberal, how to vote Green, how to vote... OK. But you can go to a website like vote.onenation.org.au. You can get your how to votes. And it doesn't matter whether there's a volunteer there or not. It means you don't have to engage with the people who say, vote for your local doctor, cut immigration, all the stuff that they say as you're walking in. Think of the children. No, you've made your decision, you've got your information. Download a how to vote before you go and vote tomorrow or, of course, on Saturday, where the majority of people will at this election. Meantime, of course, in terms of the things that we've got to talk about here is, again, if those internal polls are correct, then again, we're going to see this quiet Australians effect. We'll all see what happens. As for Albo, and if he wins, well, he's got one hell of a machine around him. In my view, it's going to be one that's built on lies, but if it is what the majority of people have gone for, as Richo says, the mob is always right. Tonight, state of the race. Tonight, Kroger, Conroy, Murray. No one holds back. All of it, hardcore politics tonight on the show. I think we may all not feel great after Saturday, but you'll certainly feel good tonight as we start to get a bit of an indication, including even into the betting markets, about which seats they think are going to be changing at this election. Those blokes in a moment or two's time. All right, as we like to do at the start of each and every show, 2 days to go. We've basically been on an election footing since the start of the year. The super long campaign is almost over. As according to the Australian Electoral Commission, 5.4 million people have already voted. Now, I thought that we were on our way towards half of all people voting. There's 18 million people on the register, so that'd be 9 million. We are well short of that. Let's add another million once today's numbers come in, because this is all a bit of a lagging number. I don't think we're going to get anywhere near the 9 million, which means there's sort of 2 election campaigns. There's the one that crests the 2 weeks before in order for early voting, and then there is the one that goes all the way up to election day. When it comes to the locations that have been voting early, the seat of Griffith, which is currently held by the Greens, has the most number of people turning up to one of their pre-poll locations. Bowman, Dawson and Fadden, all LNP seats in Queensland. Werriwa, which again, on a good night for Libs, is competitive, but whether the polls are correct that things have gone back Labor's way in New South Wales means something's going on there, that there's a certain amount of vote that's being banked there. Maybe people are a bit sick of how many door knocks they are getting. In Flinders, in Victoria, a Liberal Party seat. In Macon, in South Australia, a Labor Party seat. Capricornia in Queensland, as well as Herbert in Queensland, both with the LNP, and Gorton. So it's roughly 50-50, but a little bit more when it comes to the LNP, but certainly massive overrepresentation of Queensland. Who knows which way they are going to vote?